Hello, Star Family. Thank you for joining for this event. Happy winter solstice, and it is great to have you here. And also, if this is all that you're watching from the video, then Merry Christmas too. I hope you're going to have a wonderful holiday. So the main topic that we wanted to do for today is doing a winter solstice meditation, since it's the shortest day of the year, basically, at least in the Northern Hemisphere. Then I wanted to anchor more of the solar light, which also can be interpreted as the golden Christ consciousness light. So in part, that's what I wanted to do. But for the time, while we wait for some people to gather, we can share stuff, like talk about some current things that are happening in our lives, or the things that we're going through. Or if you have any types of questions or things that you want to share, then it will be great to do so right now. I'm not sure how long the meditation will take, but it usually takes about a half an hour or maybe 50 minutes. It can it can have quite a big range. You can never know. And also a heads up to anyone who is part of Soulogy.com. I know that you had the Soulogy Fest. It must have been awesome. Sadly, I barely saw anything from it because I was very busy with the end of the year chaos that usually happens around that time. But yeah, hopefully next year, at the beginning of the year, I will be also joining Soulogy.com, and we're also going to have a show together with Higher Vibrations when we will be talking about interesting and weird stuff. So look forward to that. I'm very excited for it. And hopefully we can get a bit of rest and regeneration during the holiday season for the next year, basically. So thank you everyone for joining. Hello, Julie and Jacaranda Marie. Thank you for being here. I'm sending everyone lots of love from Transylvania to whatever part of the world you are. And yes, also regarding whatever part of the world you are in, or whenever you're watching this meditation, you can totally watch the replay and tune into the whole energy of this group session, because the energy will still be there. So if you're watching the replay, then just simply imagine and feel yourself that you're being with us in the now moment, and we're doing the meditation together, and you will be basically able to tap into the energy of this now moment, what we're going to do together. And I think you can also do this type of meditation later on too. It doesn't have to be necessarily on the winter solstice, but certain alignments do help. But this will be a type of general meditation which will help you activate more of your higher guidance, of your heart center, and basically bring in more of your higher vibrational self into the physical reality. So that's the main purpose of today. It may also branch out in different things, the main topic or the theme that I've received is this basic activation, but you can never know what it will evolve into while we're doing the meditation. And also, if during the meditation you're guided to go to certain places, or maybe share your energy with certain loved ones, people, groups of people, nations, or the whole collective of humanity, then please do so. It varies for each person, what you will be guided to do during this type of meditation. Or maybe you will be only focusing on yourself to bring down that energy and anchor it in this life. So whatever happens for you, it's perfectly cool. It's your meditation. We're doing it together, which is basically there to help you hold the energy of it much more easily. Because if we do it together, then it basically, if your attention falters, or you're unable to focus properly, or to hold your own energy properly, then tapping into the group's energy can really help. Just very similarly as birds that migrate to the south during the winter season, they assist each other during the journey. I also know that some birds tend to sleep while they are flying, which is very crazy, but they do that. And yeah, like their brethren and comrades are helping them to fly while they're sleeping on their journey, which is very crazy, but yeah, that's how nature works. Okay. Yes, Jana, thank you for joining. Also, Water Dragon, thank you for being here. And I see that we are starting together. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so let's see if anything comes through. Maybe a message or something that we should know before we go into the meditation. Yes, yeah, like I have to talk about the ascension stuff that are happening right now. Hello, Domingo. The ascension stuff that are happening right now, like at least in our part of the world, like we noticed on many people, also including ourselves, that we were experiencing some very heavy energies on all levels. Like we don't have that big of a problems, thank goodness, physically, but we're still feeling a lot of the energies that are coming in, and it's like super draining on our end. We have difficulty sleeping, and also different types of physical sensations come up, which make life very difficult. So also we're experiencing some kind of virus around here of yeah, like some kind of diarrhea, vomiting virus that we brought home for kindergarten. So that's what we're processing right now. And I'm also not 100% clean of it yet, but I'm working on that. So if my energy is not at 100%, then that's at fault. And yeah, like also like we noticed it with like other people who are experiencing even more severe physical problems, like not necessarily with like viruses that come and go, but with, I know, like they have some kind of physical condition or some kind of chronic illness. Like we noticed that they have much more difficult time because like all those dense energies and things that are not in alignment in their own lives are being amplified by what is happening right now. So the best thing that we can do is ground as much as you can. Like if you're out in the winter and it's cold outside, it's more difficult to work with Mother Nature, or it's less favorable to be outside, especially if you have bad weather. But I found it like spending at least 1 or 2 hours in the fresh air, even if it's super cold, is like a super healing experience and grounding experience. And it really helps to balance out of the whole new lifestyle that we have during the winter, that we spend so much time indoors and like in the safety and the comfy place of our homes. But spending too much time inside is not very balanced. Like we were made to be active and be on the way and experience the outdoors. So like taking maybe a 1 hour walk would be greatly beneficial. I know like it helps me a lot during the winter to spend time outside. So highly recommend it. Also doing some grounding work, healing yourself, like making sure that you're okay physically and mentally can really help to navigate this whole process. Because like regardless of like how well balanced we are, like we're still under the effect of what is happening. So we're still experiencing the effects of the solar flares, also the magnetic waves shifting, and we're receiving new light codes, which our body has to work like extra to like integrate it and like make sense of it and do something with it. And yeah, like we are each and every one of us are experiencing it because we are here, like we are in this life experience together with everyone else. But like being conscious of it, that this is happening and this is just like a transitional phase, like this is not going to last, or this is not something that we're going to experience for quite some time, because it like always fluctuates. It's like we have more difficult times when we're like integrating stuff, and then we have like rest periods, and then after we have rested a bit, like it comes again. We go up again the notch and we have to integrate some more. So that's in general how it works. So whenever the difficult times hit, then like be extra diligent with your energy work and like taking care of your body, like your physical needs, your mental needs as well. and also making sure that energetically that you do your daily maintenance, like making sure that you have your energy shield up, like you don't absorb any extra unnecessary stuff from other people, because like everyone is going through their own stuff and we are going through our own as well, so we don't need the difficulties and the problems of other people's energies like being stuck in our field and amplifying what we're already going through. So be extra diligent on like your energetic hygiene, like that's super helpful. And yeah, like tune into your heart center and ground with Mother Earth as much as you can to balance out the energies that are coming in. Because like the info that we always receive from my guides, like during these solar flashy times, is that we're receiving a lot of divine masculine energies from the sun. So in order to like properly balance that out, like it is super beneficial to interact with Mother Earth so we can receive more of her divine feminine energies as well. So like the two can like reach a balance and even out, hopefully. And the more balance we have, then the more easier this whole process can become. It doesn't have to be difficult. It just depends on like how much time and energy we want or we can invest in balancing ourselves. Okay, so let's see what's happening in the chat. Okay. Yes, like, and I also noticed, Jacaranda Marie, by the way, that time feels very dragged out. Yes, even though like the day is shorter because we have less sunlight. Yeah, like I also have this sensation the past 2 weeks that I can't believe that it's still today. Like, time is flying by so slowly, even though like this is something very strange, because in the past few years the general theme was that like everything is speeding up, everything is raising in vibration and being amplified, and also time is working much faster, or at least our sense of time is changing, definitely. Okay, and also Cookie, love your show, amazing vibe. Hope you don't mind sharing it. Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you for the feedback. Yes, and solar flares made awesome rainbows. Clouds today in the UK looked awesome. Yeah. Yeah, like the other strange stuff about what is happening right now energetically. Like not just this year, but in the past 3 or maybe 4 years, as like many people are reporting like new and unusual phenomena in the sky, like not just during the night but also during the day. Like weird stuff happen with the sun and the atmosphere. Like people are reporting auroras, I think that's how you call it, the northern lights in locations where they usually don't see northern lights. I think like people reported it like in Australia, which is very crazy. And also like people from Washington State in the US, but at least they are much more north than Australia. And also like people have been reporting like strange halos around the sun. Like I haven't seen that, but in the past 2 years we've been receiving and seeing some insane rainbow action around here. I also took a few photographs which don't necessarily do it justice what I've been seeing physically, but we've been having like full rainbows and like double rainbows, which is I never even heard of, which is absolutely insane. And it was not a rare thing, so it happened multiple times this year, especially during the second half of the year. We got a lot of double rainbows around here. And also we've had some very crazy moon visuals during the nights. And I think it was a year ago, like especially here in the northern hemisphere, like the air is pretty cold around here during the winter, so it's not uncommon to see maybe a halo around the moon, especially when it's cold outside and you have a lot of moisture in the air. Like that's not uncommon, but having I'm not sure like how to describe it, but it was almost like a circle. You can like imagine the full moon up on the sky, and there was this circle of light around it, but it was quite far off from the moon. So it was not just like a halo or like a bloomy effect, like coming out of the moon's radiant sphere, basically. But the moon was very bright, and that like ring of light was like outside of the moon, like distant from it. And it was like almost like encompassing the entire sky almost. It was so crazy to see, especially that we're up on a mountain top and we have a pretty big view of the sky, so nothing interferes with our view here. And it was like so crazy to see that you see the moon on the top of the sky, and like this huge ring of light, like across the sky, like as far as you could see, like it was around the moon, almost like having like a lens flare type of horizontal light in the middle of it. It was insane. Like I never heard or seen anything like that. I remember like we were out having a walk with my wife, and I was like, you know, just look up. Are you seeing the same thing that I'm seeing? Like, is this really happening? Because it's like sometimes when we like see strange phenomena, it can also be like something that like people who are more energetically sensitive can maybe like pick up on things that people in general would not be able to. But like things that are happening right now are things that like everyone can see. So yeah, like Earth is changing and we're moving into a new way of being, and it's super exciting. It can be also difficult in sometimes, but yeah, it's also super exciting where we go. Okay, let's see. Yes, Jacaranda Marie. Yes, I sent you some sun pictures last year. Yes, I think so. I also loved your UFO in your backyard footage. That was very crazy. Okay. Also, Yelena, a few weeks ago I took a video. It was beautiful. Yes, but sadly, like in general, at least like the general public doesn't possess equipment that can like capture these phenomena in their full beauty, but we can still try. Okay, and also Diana, thank you for joining. I will start the meditation soon. They also report two suns in the sky. Like I have not seen that nor heard of it, but it sounds very interesting. Yes, also Cookie, I took a video of magnetic storms, solar flares, rainbow clouds. Yes. On the 30th. Okay, so yeah, like some very strange stuff are happening. And also what I've noticed a few years ago, and I thought it was just me, when you like look up at the stars, like they have a different light to them. It's almost like they're changing and shifting their color while they're vibrating. I can also see them, I don't know, like maybe sparkle more or something. They seem much more like animated as they're like moving in their flickery nature, and it's like every like split second they like change their color as they're like moving. That's kind of how I see them. And I thought it was just like an optical illusion, or I have some problems with my sight or something, until like other people also reported or even like took videos of it. So yeah, like we're perceiving light in a new way, basically. Okay, so I think it is time to start the meditation. I'm going to take a sip of water, my magical baking soda water for meditations. Okay, and for the duration of the meditation, I think it would be best advised to like sit with your back straight. I don't think laying down on your back will be the best for this one, like it's not necessarily a healing meditation. So anchoring more light would be beneficial with you sitting, because we will do quite a bit of visualization of shooting up the beam of light through our system up to the central sun and like bringing down energy, excuse me, from above, basically. So yeah, Jacaranda Marie, it's Wednesday, the 12th, 21, 12:21. Awesome. It's 9:21. No, it's 22 right now. Okay. So basically, get your back straight, get into a seated, comfortable position, and we will start with some breathing exercise. And after we have calmed our senses a bit, After that, we will do some clearing and setting up a sacred space around us. Like I always do before we start the events. I do like a type of clearing and protection for all participants. Like regardless where you are or when you are, to like clear all interference and intruders. So we have a sacred space of gathering with perfect flow and synchronicity. But we're going to do that together now too. So maybe you can also learn new stuff or maybe try new ways of doing your protection. Okay. So let us start with taking some deep breaths and going into a more relaxed state. Take a deep breath in through your nose and let it out through the mouth. Breathe in through your nose and let it out through the mouth. Breathe in through your nose and let it out through the mouth. And as you're breathing in and out, feel how you're exhaling all the tension and busyness from your mind and body. Just take a deep breath in and let it out. Let go of all the tension. Let go of all the busyness. And as you're becoming more relaxed and clear, take all your busy thoughts, all the things that you want to do today and later on before the Christmas season, put them in a box. You can put them in a gift wrapping, close it up and put it aside, because you don't need it right now. You don't need it right now. They will be there later. They will be there later. But now we go into a deep state of relaxation, to a deep state of clarity, purpose, manifestation. And now we ask the ego mind to step aside for the duration of this activity. We greatly value the perspective of the ego mind, for it is vital in being here on planet Earth. But right now we ask it to simply step aside and be the observer, for what is about to happen is of great benefit to all. Take another deep breath in. Experiencing more clarity. Experiencing more peace. Feeling how your body and mind is slowing down a bit. And everything that is unnecessary, everything that is distorted is flowing away. It is all going away. And you are becoming clearer with each breath. You're becoming more revitalized with each breath. And now focus on the center of your heart. Be in the center of your heart with all your intention, visualization. And in your heart center, visualize a beautiful spark of fire. Which is made out of white iridescent light. And this white light encompasses all spectrums of the rainbow, embodying all spectrums of the light in one. Feel and visualize this beautiful flame in your heart. Be it, feel it, and know that it is your true essence. It is who you are, the most profound level, the part of you that moves from life to life. The part of you that can never go away or be extinguished. You can never lose it. It is always there. Your connection to Source, your connection to your higher self, to the higher realms, is always within you. And today we will be working with this sacred gateway to activate it, to amplify its evolution, so you can use it more fully in your day-to-day activities, anchor more unconditional love, bring it forth from the higher realms, and share it with all. And now from the center of your heart, shoot up a beam of light through your head, out through the crown, going up, up to the central sun, from where it comes down, down again, enters through the crown, goes through all your body, through all your energy centers, and leaves through the root chakra, and it goes down, down into the earth, and reaches the core of Mother Earth, which you can visualize also as a smaller central sun, the fiery core of Mother Earth, from where it comes back up again, through the root, going through all your energy centers, and exiting through your head, up to the central sun, from where it comes down again, going through all your energy centers, down to the core of Mother Earth, and comes back up again. And continue to feel and visualize this continuous flow between the sacred feminine and the sacred masculine, between the Heavenly Father and the Earth Mother, and your heart center and your very being at the very center of this pillar of fire. You are in your center of power. Aligning and balancing out all aspects of self. Bringing together the divine feminine and masculine into one. And balancing it out within yourself. For your very being is a small representation of the larger picture. You can find all that which is in the cosmos within your own self. As above, so below. And as you continue being this pillar of fire, connecting heaven and earth, breathe in the peace that is coming through the gateway of your heart, that is coming through from above, from the heavenly realms into your system. And it is coming up from the center, from the heart center of Mother Earth into your system, bringing peace, balance. Balancing out the feminine and masculine, uniting their dance into one, assisting you in your regeneration. For this force holds your body together. It is the force that holds creation in balance and manifests everything in the cosmos. The dance of the feminine and masculine. It is the basic creator force in the universe. And it is also present and works the exact same way also in your own body. And by doing this balancing, you're rebalancing your own structure, your own regenerative capabilities, assisting your own rejuvenation, assisting you in receiving more vitality from Mother Earth, making sure that you have a long and strong, healthy life, and that you can stay in the body for however much you would like. For it is up to you of how healthy, how balanced you want to be. It is up to you how long you want to stay here in this embodiment. You have all the tools, you have all the power to balance yourself, to breathe in and to bring in and anchor all the energies that will help you be and stay in balance. But know that this has to be a continuous act and effort on your end. Just as you have to eat and drink and sleep every day, it is also advised to do the same type of energetic work each day if possible, if you want to maintain a healthy and long and strong life here in this embodiment. And know that even if you're healthy and strong and you have lived a long life, your passing doesn't have to be difficult. For just as you have willed it, your existence into form, so you can pass the same way as well. And that also will be a conscious act on your part. And take another deep breath in. Breathe in more of the divine energies coming from Mother Earth and Heavenly Father. Visualize and feel yourself being this pillar of fire, connecting heaven and earth. And now we ask the 7 archangels, Michael, Uriel, Raphael, Sandalphon, Metatron, Gabriel, and Azrael, to guide and assist us in this transmutation and activation. You may visualize them as being 7 pillars of light around you, around your own pillar of light. They may also embody the 7 spectrums of the rainbow around your own pillar of light, assisting you in holding your own energies, amplifying and stabilizing this manifestation. And we ask you to guide and assist us and to protect us during this sacred act of transformation and transmutation. Remove all interference, intruders, clear our beings, clear our homes, clear our surroundings, the land around our homes on all levels. And you can visualize and feel the sacred fire emanating from your pillar of fire, swirling inside of you, swirling around you on all levels. In your room, in your home, in your land, in your yard. Permeating and flowing through absolutely everything around you. You becoming this epicenter of this vortex of sacred fire, just purifying and transmuting everything around you on all levels. Loosening up all density, all stuck energies are being released. And now we ask the sacred fire by the sacred Mother and Father to transmute all density, fear and doubt, all limiting belief systems, all dense pockets of energy, wherever they may be, in our system, in our body, in our energetic field, maybe in our homes. Clear them, transform them into source creative energy, and bring all into alignment. Assist us and guide us through this sacred act of transformation, bringing through the heavenly codes and anchoring them in this sacred reality. In this sacred reality, where earth and the heavens meet, and so we may recognize and own our sacred nature of being of the earth, but also being of the sun. For the human being is the representation of the earth and the sun. Even though our bodies may be made out of the substance of the earth, but still a light of the star burns bright within our souls, within our very being. It has always been there, and now you're activating it even more. Tapping into your true potential. You may still visualize this vortex of fire emanating from your very being, from your pillar of fire, swirling around you. However far you wish to extend it, know that it has its own awareness. It is a sacred embodiment of Source on this plane. It is bringing everything into alignment, bringing all into the sacred place of healing. For the time of healing is now. The time of a reset is now. You're stepping into a new phase of your solar year. Even though the darkness may seem and feel dense at this time throughout your days, and even the sunlight may be less, but the inner light is always with you and is always inside of you, waiting for it to be expressed, to be called upon. To be more fully embodied. Whenever you feel that you're having difficulties in your day-to-day lives, you can always return to this sacred place that is within you and call down the sacred energies of the heavenly realms, call down the force of the sun, and illuminate your life, illuminate your body, illuminate your surroundings, your tribe, your location, your country, your world, extend it however far you wish. For you are a small representation of the sun in physical form. It is who you have always been. This knowledge may have been lost for many, many generations and practiced only by select individuals, but now it is there for all to enjoy, and it is becoming more readily available for all. And the more you do it, the more you tap into it, and the more if you do it, the easier it will become and accessible for anyone. And as you continue to move forward in this timeline, the more you will continue to function from this sacred perspective. For this is your sacred solar self, You are a solar angel in physical form, embodying Christ consciousness in this epoch. For the time has come that this sacred way of being is embodied by the multitude of you. And then more and more individuals choose to live from this sacred perspective, ushering in a new age of peace and prosperity. Gradually, step by step, day by day. For we're going slowly, step by step. So all of you can adapt. So all of you can process the incoming energies. All of you can work out the loose ends. And know that also in this sacred place, in this sacred state that you are in, you can call forth your difficulties, the things that you're processing at this time, wherever that may be. You can call them forth if you desire to do so. And if you're not desiring to engage in this part of the activity, then just simply continue to embody this pillar of light, swirling the sacred fire around you, which is also emanating from your heart center as well. But to any of you who wish to transmute some difficulties that you're going through, or maybe your loved ones or the beings that you're connected to are going through, then please follow along. Take a deep breath in. Let it out. Anchor yourself in being your fiery nature. Know that you're all connected. You're all holding space for each other, amplifying the effect of this sacred transformation. And we also have the 7 archangels with us, around us. And we also ask the hierarchy of angels to be with us, all our ancestors, all light beings that we're connected with, all lineages, all incarnations that are connected to this one, and are in assistance of healing or transformation. Be with us in this sacred place. You may visualize them standing around you, circles upon circles upon circles, these beautiful beings of light, holding space, assisting you in your transformation, anchoring this healing and entering it into the Akashic records. And now you may call forth the aspect of self, maybe your loved ones, maybe a difficulty or a pattern that you've been struggling with. And ask it to be in front of you, represented by whatever symbol that may be. And we say that we receive you in love and respect. We welcome you in this sacred place where true and deep healing may take place. Center, extend the sacred fire, extending the unconditional love, and forgiveness of Source, the unconditional love and forgiveness of self towards that aspect of self or another being, family member, whatever that may be. I love you. I bless you. And I forgive you. And I forgive myself and all participants. I love you. I bless you. I forgive you. I forgive myself and all participants. I love you. I forgive you. I forgive myself and all participants. I bless you. Go in peace. Know that it is done. It is done. Thank you. You may see and visualize how those aspects of self or another being is beautifully and gently dissolving in the eternal light, becoming lighter and brighter, flowing onwards, becoming peaceful, becoming pure, embodying its higher vibrational self. And you yourself are becoming lighter. And now you have made some room inside yourself. You have let go of some density, some weights that were holding you back down. You have let them go. You have made some space in your energetic field to let in more of your higher vibrational self, to let in more of the sacred light. Visualize and feel how you're being filled up with the sacred fire, by source creative energy. You're becoming more energized, more integrated, more radiant and bright, more sensitive, more balanced, more intelligent on a deep and profound level. And as you're this sacred pillar of light, visualize and feel how from the center of your heart, your light is turning into gold. All your light is becoming golden bright. sparkling, glittering, crystallizing. It's crystallizing all your cells, all the water of your body, enabling you to anchor more of this sacred golden light. For this is your Christ self. Breathe in more of your Christ self. Visualize and feel how your entire body, your energetic field, your surroundings is radiating in this beautiful golden light. For some of you, it may be golden fire. And the epicenter of this radiance is your heart center. You may also visualize yourself being as a little sun. You're radiating this beautiful golden light or golden fire to your surroundings. Just as the sun is illuminating your solar system, you're illuminating your surroundings. You're illuminating the collective, Mother Earth as well, and the whole of creation, elevating not just yourself, but all who are connected to the sacred energy, and all who have the potential and the willingness to develop this potential, to develop their gifts, and they have the willingness to heal. So making this energy more available for them, easing their process, making it quicker, easier for all. Take a deep breath in. And radiate from the center of your heart this beautiful golden light to all creation. To the earth and the stars. For you are becoming an embodiment of a solar angel, fulfilling the purpose of the human being, of becoming the sacred embodiment of the sun, and embodying the heavenly realms, the angelic hierarchy in form. As you continue to breathe in and out, breathe in this sacred golden energy into every fiber of your being, and radiate it out to all As you do so, you may also observe all individuals who are doing the same across the world and the collective. You may see your golden rays meet, connecting to each other across the world. And also your heart centers are connecting deep with Mother Earth, with her heart center. And at the same time, it is shooting up to the central sun, anchoring more of the sacred light. And as we're all uniting across the world and anchoring this sacred energy, we're amplifying it. And as we're uniting it with each other and with the heart center of Mother Earth, she is expanding it to all her children. And now you may visualize that Mother Earth and all her children are bathed in this sacred, sparkling golden light. And Christ consciousness is being anchored on planet Earth more and more with each passing moment, with each passing day. As you breathe in and out, visualize and feel how Mother Earth is sparkling in this beautiful golden light. All the water, all the soil, all beings, and all their particles are being crystallized and are anchoring the sacred golden light of Christ consciousness, just as your body has. For you're reflecting what you have already anchored within yourself. And repeat, I am ready to anchor fully the sacred Christ consciousness within my being. I am ready to fully embody my Christ self, to fully step into my power, to fully step into my sovereignty, to fully embody my gifts, to fully embody my remembrance, my full knowledge of who I am, not just in this lifetime, but all others. And I am fully ready to be where I always wanted to be. For I am courageous to fully embody who I am, to share the gifts that I was persecuted for, to share my essence, so I can fully embrace my healing. And I am fully ready to step forward on my path, for I am ready to step to the next phase of my evolution. I am ready, and it is done. I know with my entire being that it is done, and I am fully ready to embody this knowing and to live my life from this perspective. And whenever my attention or focus may falter in life, I know that I can always return to this sacred space. I can always unite with my sacred self. And I know that the more that I do it, the more balanced I am becoming, the more integrated I am becoming, and the easier this whole process of transformation will be. Take a deep breath in. Breathe in this knowing deeply within your being. Breathe it in. And continue radiating the golden light. Take more deep breaths in. Anchor these sacred energies. Make it your own. And as you do so, retract your attention and all aspects of self within your body, within your present self, reintegrating back into this present reality, in this present incarnation, anchoring and grounding all that you have experienced, all that you have seen, and now you know who you are. You have experienced and seen more of your sacred self, and now you're bringing it back. You're bringing it in, and grounding it here in this life. You're making it your own. And as you're ready to own your gifts, to express yourself, your authentic self, the more they will come online, the easier it will become to stay in tune with your higher self. For it is your path to true healing. Share your gifts, share your knowledge, share who you are, for it is greatly assisting others also in their evolution. And it is incredibly assisting you in your own healing. For all the tension and all the difficulties and all the blockages that you've been experiencing in life are due to the fact that you've been holding yourself back. You've been holding yourself in check. You've been censoring yourself. Being afraid of what others will think. Being afraid that others may reject your true self. But know that the only path to true healing is to express yourself and to let go of all these blockages, regardless of outside circumstances. And as you are ready to fully step into your power, your true identity and live from that perspective, more of your gifts will come online. The more things will become much more easier. Things will start to flow much more smoothly in life. Because you're letting go all the blockages, all the roadblocks, all the heaviness. And simply, you're just embracing the flow. You're simply embracing who you are without any judgment, without any expectations on how that should look, how that should feel, how that should be expressed at any given moment. Feel free to experiment. Feel free to play, to be creative. Just feel free to enjoy life. Take a joy in each moment as much as you can, for they're all unique. And they're all unique experiences and opportunities to express yourself, to express the beauty, and to embrace what is here on planet Earth. For at any given moment, you can experience two things. Everything is present here on planet Earth. And it all depends on what you choose to tune into, basically. So as you're continuing to take deep breaths in and out, bring back into alignment all aspects of self, all parts of yourself, all energies that you may have left here and there. All fractured selves. All is coming back into alignment because you are integrating back into your physical self, into this reality. You're starting to become very much aware of your physical body. You can start to move your limbs because you've been sitting or laying on your back for some time now. You're very much aware of your physical body and also your physical surroundings. And you're slowly coming back and reintegrating into this reality on the day of the winter solstice or whenever you're participating in this meditation. You're coming back to your room, workplace, to your car, or wherever you are parked at this time. And now you're fully back, fully present, and fully alert in this reality. Coming back to this live event. And thank you for doing the meditation. Awesome. Okay, so anyone who has not fallen asleep or is back, please, you can share your experiences if you have any maybe questions or things that you want to say, like in closing. I will also try to stay for at least 1.5 hour, so let's have a chat about what happened, what you've been experiencing. And I'm also going to take some water. Yes, it is from Diana. What's baking soda water? Yeah, how much baking soda do you use? Is it good for meditation? I have no clue if it's good for meditation, but I always have, I don't know, especially the winter period, I have difficulty with my voice and my throat for some reason. And in the past, I kind of struggle with doing these events of my voice cracking and just having a sore throat, basically. and I found that drinking a more concentrated baking soda water, like it's just simply water, heated water with baking soda in it. And you have to dissolve the baking soda. And it really helps. And yeah, like what I also do, like each day after I brush my teeth, I like take baking soda into my mouth and like hold it there and like let it absorb for as much as I can. And especially it's like super good during the winter time because like we breathe in and accumulate a lot of bacteria and viruses in our throat and our nose, and like especially like in the evening and we like when we go to sleep, like we ingest and swallow all those viruses and bacteria and they like go down into our stomach, and as you know, when you wake up in the morning you feel like holy shit, like I'm sick. And like this is like a super good method of like keeping that in check, of like basically purifying your throat and like all your system of like all the nasty stuff that you have inhaled during the day. Like you can do it multiple times a day, I guess. I don't do it like twice or so. It's also like really good for the stomach, especially if you have problems with acid in your stomach. And yeah, like it's very beneficial for the body because like the human body functions well when it's in an, I think it's called alkaline state, like when we have a higher pH. Like if our body is acidic, like that's really bad. Like that's when sicknesses come, and that's where also cancer can develop much more easily. They also found like people who have a diet which makes their bodies much more alkaline, like just by changing their diet, like the cancer is like being suppressed and like reduced in their body just by the simple fact of they are paying attention to what they eat. So yeah, like what makes your body acidic is a lot of sugar, like that creates a lot of acid in the body. So it's okay to consume sugary stuff because we need that too. So don't exclude it from your diet. We just like need to take things into in moderation, basically. Okay, so let's see what happened in chat. Okay, yes, let's see what Laura. I'm going outside as soon as I'm done hanging with my friends. Yay! Awesome. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I also usually when I finish these events, even though like it can be in the middle of the night, I go out for like 10-15 minutes to just like breathe a bit and like breathe in that good cold air. And yeah, like anyone who lives in the north, like in this year I've been blessed and been exposed quite a bit to Norwegian culture. And like if anyone knows those northern countries like Scandinavia, Norwegian, oh my God, Norway, sorry, Norway, then you probably know that they don't have the same day and night cycle as we do, because the more north you go, the stronger the contrast between day and night, basically. So, for example, in Oslo, I think they only have a similar day and night cycle to us for just for a few months, because like even during the summer they only have just a few hours of night, and for the majority of the day it is daytime, basically, even during the night. And for the winter season it's the opposite. For example, in the middle of the winter season they only have like 2 or 3 hours daylight, basically, and it's usually overcast there, so it's even worse. So it's potentially you don't see the sun for months, basically, which can be super depressing. Like I know it's depressing for me. Winter has always been a difficult period emotionally and energetically for me, and I can't imagine what could be there, basically. But for some reason, like the Norwegian people are considered one of the most happiest people, basically, because like they have developed this healthy relationship with spending time indoors with family and like spending outdoors time, basically. Like it's kind of woven into their culture that there are specific things that they do outside, or they have like I wouldn't say like festivities, but like holidays when like on that holiday you go with the kids in the mountains, or you spend each weekend going hiking somewhere, even if it's shit weather, you go outside. And they like make sure to like spend at least 1 or 2 hours outdoors, even if it's bad weather. And they can really have some bad weather. So yeah. Okay, so Campus, I guess. Hello, Star family. My apologies for the delayed arrival. I'll watch the replay because at the moment I'm doing some stuff I want to listen to. Okay. Well, it's good that you've joined us. Okay. So let's see, Jacaranda Marie. I felt a lot of pressure at the base of my neck. Yeah, I also had to like realign stuff a bit, but I guess like that's also because I like was sitting still for quite some time, I guess. But yeah, like if you're, it's like not a stiffness in a sense that you've been, I don't know, like being motionless for some time, and you feel that like interior pressure, or also when you're like doing some type of meditation and you like feel like pressure on your forehead, which can be like a third eye activation, or like some kind of tingling or weird sensation at the crown. Like those are usually like the indication that something is happening energetically. Like there's some type of movement of energy, you're receiving an activation or something. And also like at the base of the neck, basically, somewhere here, like where I don't know how to show it, where the skull meets the spine, basically. Like we have also an energy center there. I think it's called the dream chakra. And as far as I know, like that is involved with channeling higher vibrational energies and like being able to tap into different realms much more easily. So it's like an extra pathway through which information can flow into our system. Okay, so let's see, Water Dragon. Wonderful to feel connected to the light today with the angels, yes. Thank you for the powerful meditation. Thank you for joining. Okay, and Water Dragon, yes, letting go is something that takes courage. Finding the angels with us today was very helpful. I definitely felt released of all patterns. Yeah, like regarding the angels and higher beings. Finally, I can clear my throat. Yeah, like we have a lot of assistance with us today, and also in the past years, like it has always been like amplifying as we're like moving forward energetically on this timeline and becoming more higher vibrational. Like the veil and the gap between us and the higher realms is becoming thinner and more loose. So we can have a lot more assistance from our guides, from our angels, or however you want to call them. And yeah, like the only thing that you have to do is basically ask them. So they will do absolutely nothing without you asking for it. Because if they were to do something for you or instead of you, then they would be interfering with your evolution, and they will not do that. Especially that, like, from their perspective, like, we are expert creator beings in density, and like we know how this whole thing works, and like this is our gig, this is our life, and like if this is how you think you can do this the best way, like we'll leave it to you. So that's kind of their take on it, that we know how this works and you decide what we do. But also like if in different points in our lives, when like we're ready for something, like something new, or if we're like steering off course, maybe, then of course they will come in a non-intrusive way of like bringing things to our attention that, hey, like maybe it will be time for you to do this, or maybe you should look at this thing before you do something else. But they were like never like tell you that you should do something or something like that. Like that, a higher being would not do that. They will only bring things to your attention, and then it is basically up to you to decide like what do you want to do with that specific information. Do you like want to follow up on it and like do your homework, or you just want to watch TV? Like, it's entirely up to you. It's your experience. Okay. Hey, it's Ioana. Salut from Romania. Hello, I'm sending you much love from Transylvania. Did brush teeth with baking soda before joining you. Thank you for a very calming and inspiring meditation. Thank you for joining, Ioana. Yeah, like regarding brushing teeth with baking soda, like if it's a very bigger grainy version of it, I think it can like scratch or over time like harm the exterior of the teeth, I think. I'm not sure how it's called. Animals, I'm not sure how you call that. Exterior part of the teeth in English. I'm sorry. But yeah, like if you dissolve it in water, I think it's okay. Like even some toothpastes and like some treatments at the dentist use baking soda, so because it makes your teeth whiter for some reason. Okay, so I felt frozen and cold during the meditation, and my heart felt very tight, aching towards the end. It's fine now. Yeah, like that's very interesting. Yeah, like especially at the beginning phases of a meditation or transmutation, this can happen in a sense that as you're moving up in vibration and like are ready to like tap into more of your higher vibrational self, or you're trying to tap into your heart center, like that is like a very sensitive thing to do, and your body and your mind will bring up things that are in the way, basically. So if there's like certain emotions, maybe if you were like at this time, maybe you're like struggling with something, or you had a very bad day, or you were like emotionally hurt today, or maybe in general, and like that is a thing that is holding you back from reaching that higher state. And like as you're doing these types of meditation, or as you're connecting with your heart center, like your heart will bring up those things that are in the way, not to hurt you or to like cause you discomfort, but it is something that you have to release in order to like take the next step, basically. And that's basically, I'm not sure like who said it, that like letting go can be a scary thing or hard thing. Yeah, like doing this type of work can be very difficult, because like you have to like face all the shadow and nasty aspects of self, or all the things that we've been struggling with, not just in this lifetime, for who knows for how long. Or maybe it has been some kind of generational issue in our families, and like you're the one that has to deal with it because nobody has done their homework up until now. So yeah, like those can be very difficult stuff, and like many people don't do it. Like if it were so easy, then like everyone would be some ascended master. Like yeah, like most people just don't want to go on that path, because I think it makes them uncomfortable to like be on that path, especially in the beginning when you're like facing most and the most heaviest and densest stuff in the beginning. Okay. But yeah, like you said that towards the end it was fine. Yeah, like I also remember like some people like commenting that when they were like doing the light language clearings that I shared, that in the beginning they felt that some type of pressure that were like boiling up inside of them, and like after like the halfway point during the meditation or light language transmission, it was like released. Like that can be also like a way of cleansing of that. Your body and your mind is like bringing everything up that needs to be released. It brings it to your attention, and then you can like consciously just like let it go and like let it disperse, let it all out. Hey, we have Donna. Hello, Donna. Have you been meditating from your car? Okay, so as the meditation was starting, I heard a hawk and looked up and saw two of them dancing together. Then two ravens joined them. Good signs. Awesome. Jacaranda Marie, yes. Maybe you just activated that. They call that chakra the mouth of God. Wow, I've heard of that. Interesting. Yeah, like Julie must have released a lot of dense energies with the many body twitches. Felt like a kid spinning top rainbow light spinning off me. Wow, okay. So yeah, like those energetic jolts and like twitches that you can experience during these types of cleansings is that there are like blockages and stuck energies in our system, which naturally happen during the day, especially if we don't do maintenance. For some people, it can like build up over days, months, or even years. And whenever you do this type of cleansing, then this like force that is like flowing through us is like bringing it up and like breaking through those blockages basically. And I always like see the visuals of you can like see a river and like the river bank has like trash and like debris like clogging up the path of the river, forming almost like a blockade, and the river is like unable to flow properly. But then this like huge rush of water just comes down the stream and like breaks the dam and washes down the stream everything that was in the way basically. And after that, like it reestablishes proper flow. And like this type of release can manifest in the physical body too. If it was something like very major, or if there was like a very dense block of energy here and there. So if you're like experiencing like sudden jolts or like the realigning of the spine or something, like that means that you have a lot of energetic activity there. Okay, and Jacaranda Marie, thank you so much, brother. Thank you. I'm looking forward to speaking with you soon. I so appreciate you and your guidance. Great clearing and healing. Yes. Yeah, like the interesting theme about like our meditations that we do usually. Like even if maybe the theme of our meditation is to like work on a specific thing. For example, the main topic and like my intention for today was to anchor more Christ consciousness in ourselves and in our being basically, and in the collective. Hello Jenny, thank you for joining. And yeah, but in order to like get to those specific places, first like we have to cleanse ourselves and become more high vibrational. So in order what we want to do is basically becomes more easier. Just as when you're like want to do a healing, or you want to work on your own energies or someone else's energies, you can like see it as a type of maybe like surgery or operation. And like also the surgeon, before like they go into the whole thing, like do their magic, first they prepare for the whole surgery. So they go through a series of cleansing processes in order to be well prepared in order to make that surgery balanced and healthy, so people don't die from infections basically. And it's kind of the same way too with when you're working energetically, that you like have to clear out all the trash that you've been accumulating during your day. Because since we're like so sensitive, like some people say, we're also like energy sponges. So we have the tendency of absorbing a lot of stuff, even if we're like very diligent with our energy work. Like even though like the energy of just the vibe of other people like can like rub off on us, and we can take that with us during the day. So before we like go into like super sensitive operations of like maybe healing yourself and working on someone else or doing grid work, then yeah, it's super advised to like cleanse yourself like very thoroughly before you do that. And also realign things. Maybe you can also do like a mini healing session on yourself to make sure that you're in a super optimal state before you do anything basically. Because if you like go into those I don't know, like energetic operations without proper preparation basically, then things are not aligned and things can become distorted. Maybe you will not be able to bring forth the energies that need to be brought forward, or it will come forth in a distorted way, or maybe something else can also slip in that is not of the highest good of all participants. So making sure that you're clear, safe, clear your home, clear yourself, and be in a proper state before you do anything. Okay, so Cookie. I got halfway through the meditation. I just got super happy. Awesome. Most did not resonate, as it was about what we don't have, but I'm already happy with the flow. Awesome. Yeah, like basically the whole point is to like find your own balance and your own way of doing things. And just as at the end of the meditation, it was mostly about this whole topic of most of us have been persecuted and judged and had very difficult lives because we don't really fit in or have different views than the majority of the population, not just in like this lifetime, but also in like other lifetimes too. And we also had some very harsh lifetimes when maybe we were like hunted for the knowledge that we had or for who we were. And like all these traumas have like built up and like created different blockages in ourselves, which are like preventing us from reaching our full potential and like expressing who we are. And what has been like coming through for me in the past months, but especially yesterday, is like the only way to like heal this trauma and this difficulty in our being is to actually like own who we are and like freely express who we are, to actually share who we are and what our gifts are with others, because like that's what we have been hunted for and persecuted for. And like the only way to like transform it is by actually doing it and doing the thing why we came here in the first place, because we didn't just come here to, I don't know, like just do it and like meditate on the top of a mountain and like be alone. Like we came here to assist planet Earth and assist all children of Mother Earth in their ascension process and in their healing process. And like the only way of doing that is by basically being with them and interacting with them and assisting them through their whole process. Like I know like some people have the purpose of like holding energy and like working just maybe with nature, so that's totally cool too. Like we all have different paths, but I think like the majority of us came here to work with other people and to basically like find ways on like how we can integrate our spiritual life and like a higher vibrational self in like a very grounded way of like how to live from that higher perspective in your day-to-day lives, basically. Because for many of us, especially in the beginning of our journey, it's like we have like two lives. Like we have our Zen spiritual life when we're alone and we're reading books about it and meditating and I don't know, like having the freedom of like being ourselves and like enjoying that alone time, because we can like really feel that like I feel relaxed because I know I'm safe when I'm expressing myself this way, I guess. And like nobody knows about it, but I'm safe because it's just me. And we have our other life, our 3D life, when we go to work, go to meetings, go to the store, or have some family gatherings and some difficult situations at school or stuff. And that's like completely separate from the spiritual self. And like we basically came here to like, to first anchor and experience like the higher self, to see and feel like what is it like to function and be in that perspective, and then find a way to like anchor it in this 3D life and like live from that perspective each day. Like each day when you go to the store or when you go to work, to radiate that higher vibrational energy and to interact with your surroundings from that higher self perspective, basically. And it's not an easy thing. I think like all of us are learning that, because like as far as I understand it, there hasn't really been like a template for this. Maybe during the Atlantean times, but that's like so far off that it's like almost alien to us right now. So even if we were like to tap into those, then maybe it would not be that much use to us here. But so far throughout our history, we always had this like super division between the spiritual life and the mundane life. Like that's why you had monks and monasteries, and that's why people dedicated solely their lives of like being isolated and just living in an ashram and doing stuff. And like people who didn't want to engage in that, and they have completely separated themselves from the spiritual life and just continued with their mundane lives. And now the two are like coming together and trying to find a balance to basically do both at the same time. Because like the only way to move forward is to function in a more balanced and integrated way. Because like in general, like humanity is like spiritually, we're like super immature and imbalanced still. That is why we have so much crap in our world, basically. Because we're like children with dangerous toys at our disposal. We have all these amazing inventions and stuff that we have brought into this world, like partially our own and also partially inspired by exterior things. But yeah, like we have all these fancy and crazy toys, but we lack the maturity and responsibility to use them properly, or rather not to use them at all in some cases. And yeah, like we have a lot of maturing thing to do. But yeah, like in general, like we are not here to like wait on anyone else to do it. So we also have this like false notion of like, also with like disclosure and stuff like that with the UFO community, that I will only believe it when the government says it's okay to believe it, or when, I don't know, like people in suits will say that that's how it is. And like, yeah, like we have to like own our own energy and like our own knowledge and like take responsibility for our own lives. And also with this whole maturity thing, like it starts with us basically. So we have to take responsibility for our own lives, like that's how it starts. And it moves forward and radiates outwards from that. So never, and like don't wait on others to do it for you. Or I know like some people have this belief system that I will change when so-and-so does it, or I will only change if this happens. Well, if you're going to wait for that, then you can wait forever, because things outside will never change until you don't change. So first you have to do it yourself. That's the secret. Okay. So let's see, Jay Bird. I was integrating my relationship. Had a huge fight this morning, and he walked in right during the forgiving part. Wow, what synchronicity. What does that mean? Yeah, like probably you summoned him or something to like extend the forgiveness part. Yeah, like that's very cool. Like maybe higher self or your guides are trying to communicate something to you with the whole stepping in during the forgiveness part. Yes. And also, Laura, I love you, Guardian. Thank you. I love you also. Thank you what you do and teach. Awesome. I am happy to share, and I'm also sharing it for my very selfish reason, because I also want to heal. So although I have been doing this like instinctually, I think that's how I say it, because like I was also holding on to all this information and all my experiences throughout my life. And I always, especially during 2020, at the beginning of the year, I always like received this impulse from my guys that you have to start a YouTube channel, you have to do it. And I was like, I no way. Like I'm no way in the world I'm going to do that. But then as I started to share the messages that I was receiving, or just simply sharing my experiences, I found it is like this incredibly healing process. So I was like releasing all the things that were inside of me, and I was like finally sharing it with someone, and it was like an amazing experience. So you don't have to start a YouTube channel, but you can definitely like share it with people. Just write it down, or maybe start a blog. Or there are different types of communities. Like you don't even have to use your real name or anything, but just simply like being with other people and like seeing that like others have the same experiences that you do, or like just the simple fact of like recognizing that, hey, like other people are going through the same stuff that I am, and like you're not alone in it. Like that's a huge shift in consciousness. Okay. Hey, hello, Silver Boho Soul, or Maria, I think, if I remember correctly. Yes, and also Ben, thank you for your loving, caring presence. I just joined after the meditation. Sadly, I missed it, but my body has some sleep to attend to. Yes, I'm also going to engage in some very healing sleep soon. Seems like I'm only able to sleep when I don't plan to. Yeah, like sleep has been very erratic around here too. It usually comes in waves, and it doesn't help you with all the Christmas cleaning and preparations before the holiday seasons, when you just simply have to lay down because you are unable to function. Okay. Hello. Okay, so I think we're going to wrap it up soon. I'm very happy that we're able to do the meditation. My virus thingy was not really helping me during the day, but thank goodness the sacred fire cleared it out. Hopefully helped me more with the healing process of it. And also we had a nice chat. Yes, in general, like this will be the last live event that we do this year, and we will have the first one in the first week of the year if nothing comes in the way, and I hope it won't. But if it will, I will let you guys know. So thank you very much for everyone for joining, for everyone who has been here for quite some time, and also for people who just joined and found our community in the past weeks or months maybe. Welcome to the tribe. I'm sending you all of you much love. Have a wonderful and beautiful Christmas, and see you in the prosperous and new happy year. Have a wonderful day, and see you.